ladies, welcome to my channel. My name is Heather Anderson of So Heather, and if I had to pick one question that I get asked most often, it would be, how do you stay in such good shape? So in full transparency, I will actually be 49 in November, so I'm not technically 49 yet, but I'm almost 49. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about my eating habits, I'm going to be talking about my workout habits, and at the end of the video, I'm going to touch on bioidentical hormones and a little bit of menopause because I am currently in menopause right now. I believe that the size that I am is definitely 80%, even 85% based on what I eat. That is more important than working out. The size you are has way more to do with what you put in your mouth than it does with how much you work out. Now, I'm obviously a big advocate of exercise and working out, but it's really because of the mental benefits that I get from it more so than the actual size or the toning benefits, although that is nice, but the mental benefits are really why I love to work out. I'm going to start off with my workout regimen, 3 things that I swear by. Then I'm going to cover my eating habits, like I said, and then I'm going to get into bioidentical hormones. So the first thing I want to talk about that I do 3 days a week is Bikram Hot Yoga. You guys, this is probably my favorite workout regimen that I do, that I've actually been doing and practicing for 15 years. It makes me feel amazing, to say the least. I walk out of the Bikram studio and I literally feel like $1 million. My mind is good, my anxiety is lessened, my stress is lessened. Every cell, every muscle and joint and organ in my body is being worked in this yoga practice. It is a 90-minute yoga practice. You guys, it is 105 degrees in this studio. So when I say you literally look like you walked out of the shower when you're over with these sessions because you sweat so much, like that is an understatement. The humidity is also turned up, which is another reason you will drench sweat when you're practicing Bikram Hot Yoga. It's actually 26 poses, the same 26 poses every single 90-minute session, and you do each one 2 times. It is phenomenal. Like I said, it works every single cell, every single muscle. I feel more toned, absolutely, but more importantly, I am in a better mental state. I have more energy. I feel happier. There are endorphins and dopamine that are being released in my brain while I'm doing this yoga session. So everything about it is amazing. I highly recommend it. It's also going to keep you young and more youthful because you're stretching and moving your body every single day. If you practice it every day, like I said, I only practice it 3 days a week because I do have to wash my hair because, like I said, you're drenched and I don't want to, have to wash my hair every single day. But there are studios all over the country. So if you don't live in Dallas, you could still practice this Bikram Hot Yoga. It isn't called Bikram anymore in Dallas. It's actually called Pure Yoga, and it's located on Mockingbird and Abrams. So that's 3 days I do hot yoga, and then 2 days a week I practice the Tracy Anderson workout method. I downloaded her app on my iPhone. It's super convenient. It takes 30 minutes. I lift 3-pound weights during her 30-minute sessions. It helps me to stay toned. They're quick, they're easy. I literally do them upstairs in my bedroom, so I don't even have to go to the gym. I actually started doing her workouts during COVID, and I've continued to do them. Even though my gym is open, I would rather just make it easier on myself. So 2 days a week, I go up there and do her workouts. She offers 3 different levels: intermediate, beginner, and advanced. I either do the intermediate or the beginner, and it's hard enough for me. Lots of leg lifts, again, lifting those light weights, which is so important as we age because of osteoporosis and disc degenerative disease, which I do have, by the way. So it's really important for me to exercise and work out those back muscles while lifting weights. So love her workouts, highly recommend them. The last thing I practice 1 day a week is called 90-20. You guys, I'm going to show you here. You can see a video. What this is it's basically a 90-minute workout in only 20 minutes, and it is phenomenal. You put on this vibrating suit, and while the suit vibrates and works all your muscles without you having to do anything, but then as you're lifting weights while you have this suit on, your muscles are working like crazy, like overload, way harder than they would work if you were to actually go into the gym and do like a 90-minute workout. I love this workout. I've been doing it for about 2 years now. I would say my arms are more toned than they ever have been. My abs are more toned than they ever have been. And absolutely, I feel like my butt is lifted as well. So highly recommend giving 90-20 a shot if you live in the Dallas area. If you don't, I think they do have other offices throughout the country. So this one is fabulous because it's very efficient and it's very effective. So that's pretty much it for my workouts. I also walk my dog in the mornings, like 20 minutes every single morning. You just kind of have to see what's right for you. But I just suggest maybe picking at least 3 days a week that you do something active, because like I said, exercising is so important when it comes to our mental state and our happiness. It's just going to release dopamine and serotonin in your brain. So you're just going to feel better. Of course, you're going to look better if you exercise, but you will absolutely feel better as well. Also, throughout this video, I am showing you guys a few fabulous workout sets and a few bikinis, and everything I'm talking about will be linked down below in my description box. And of course, the workout routines that I'm doing, I'll also be linking down there for you guys as well. Okay, now let's talk about eating. Like I said, this is 80% of the size that I am, hands down, maybe even 85%. And while we're talking percentages, I'm also going to add this. I eat this way about 80 to 85% of the time. Do I eat healthy like this all the time? Absolutely not. I don't think you ever need to do anything 100% of the time. I think as long as you eat healthy-ish, 80 to 85% of the time, you will be good to go. So basically, I eat paleo. I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. I eat a ton of salads. I have a protein smoothie every single morning. It's one that I've been drinking for over 15 years. I tweak the recipe a little bit every year or so because I do kind of get sick of it, but it's one that keeps me full all morning. It has, like I said, vegan protein powder, avocado, blueberries, kale, ice cubes, also some collagen powder that I put in there that also helps with, anti-aging, helps with those fine lines and wrinkles. So I will also be linking my go-to smoothie recipe down below. But I typically eat a smoothie in the morning. Sometimes I'll have eggs. Sometimes I'll have bacon. So like I said, I eat a lot of salads and lean protein, chicken, a lot of fish. I have salmon all the time. Literally, I love salmon. I love sushi. So I just try to stay away from carbs. I try to stay away from pastas and breads. So like I said, really like that paleo way of eating. It's the way I've been eating for at least 15 years now, and it's helped me maintain my goal weight. And it's very easy, for me to do. Now, I will say this, I do have a huge sweet tooth. So I will have a cookie, a chocolate chip cookie at night, or a handful of, dark chocolate covered almonds, or a piece of cake if I'm at a birthday party. Like, I'm not going to skip on the desserts because that's my vice. That's my favorite thing. So like I said, you don't have to eat like this 100% of the time. It's all about balance. So whatever your vice is for you, maybe you have a sweet tooth, maybe you love chips, maybe you love pasta, like whatever it is, just have a little bit of that every other day, for example. So that's just kind of what has worked for me. Now, I'm also going to talk about what I drink every day, and that will include alcohol. First of all, I have 1 cup of coffee in the morning. It is black. I don't put any sugar or cream in it. Then the rest of the day, I drink either coconut water or water. It is important that you drink lots of water throughout the day. When I was a senior in high school, I drank Cokes. I played volleyball. My volleyball coach said, okay, team, no more Cokes. I want all of you to stop with the Cokes and only drink water during the day. I think after I did that for like 2 weeks, I lost like 7 pounds. So if you're drinking a lot of Cokes and sugary drinks, I would say maybe try to cut those out if you are trying to lose weight or maintain, and you will see a world of difference. Now let's talk about alcohol. This is something that cannot be overlooked. Please don't hate me for saying this, but I do not drink hardly ever. And the reason is it just makes me feel terrible. I might have 1 glass of Prosecco every week, sometimes every other week. On a rare occasion, I'll have 2 glasses of Prosecco. And let me tell you, when I have 2 glasses, I do not sleep at night, and I will feel like crap the next day. And I will want a cheeseburger and French fries and not a kale salad with grilled chicken on top, because that is just not going to cut it. So that's why I don't drink alcohol very much. Not only does it make me feel bad the next day, but it really makes me choose bad foods to eat. So that's just a personal preference. So if you are trying to lose weight, weight and you're drinking, a good amount of alcohol, you might want to reevaluate that and just sort of see how you do if you cut back on your drinking. But again, these are just suggestions. This is what has worked for me. This is my experience. I am by no means telling anyone what to do, but you guys asked, so I thought I would make this video. All right, let's talk about bioidentical hormones. So this is a big, long subject. I could have actually made a separate video about this, but I do believe that it is so important and it has helped me maintain my weight now that I'm in menopause. So I'm going to give you a quick backstory. I was on the pill for like 15 years. So about 3 years ago, I decided to get on bioidentical hormones after reading Suzanne Summers' book on bioidentical hormones. And I'm so glad that I did that. So the first thing I did was I found a really good doctor in Dallas. Her name is Dr. Nikki Walden. I don't know if she's taking new patients at this time, but I would do your research for sure and pick a good doctor. That's the most important thing when you're getting on bioidentical hormones. How can you tell if it's a good doctor? Well, if they do blood work on you on a regular basis, like every 3 months or every 6 months. Also, along with blood work, they need to also be doing urine tests because you can't tell everything from just the blood. They also need to be measuring your urine to measure your hormone levels like progesterone, estrogen, and testosterone. So the first thing she did when I met with her is she took me off of the pill because that's what I wanted, and she put me on progesterone. So I took progesterone. She also put me on a low dosage of estrogen through a patch. What happened to me then is I got really sore breasts. So I had to get off the estrogen because my estrogen levels were obviously a little bit high. We actually tried decreasing the estrogen level first. That didn't work. My breasts were still sore. So she took me off the estrogen altogether. I tried the testosterone pellets. I did not like those because they made my hair fall out. I then tried the testosterone cream. I did not like that because I wasn't sleeping when I was on that. So you just kind of have to see how your body reacts. So right now, I think we finally tweaked everything. I'm at a good place. I take progesterone every single morning through a pill. I have an estrogen patch that I wear all the time, and it really is awesome. It keeps my moods level. It keeps my energy level great. I feel good. I feel energized. I sleep pretty well at night. Now, if I forget to take my progesterone like I did last night, I won't sleep very well, and that's exactly what happened to me last night. So, that's just the thing there with the bioidentical hormones. Another thing I want to say about that is also when your doctor takes your blood, they will measure your your levels of vitamins and what deficiencies you have and put you on supplements based on that. So I'm also on supplements based on my blood work. So I think I take fish oil, vitamin D, vitamin A, omega-3. I think that was the same thing as fish oil. So I take like 7 or 8 supplements every single day, and that really does help with my mood and my energy level. That is what works for me. I continually see my doctor every 6 months. She takes my blood every 6 months. She tests my urine every 6 months, and she will tweak my progesterone levels or my estrogen levels. And I don't think I'm going to ever try testosterone again because it just didn't work for me. So this is all very customized. You kind of have to I keep a journal because one thing that has happened to me is I do get headaches about once every 3 to 4 weeks. And so I wonder if that is when my estrogen is dropping. And so we're trying to figure out maybe during that week I increase my estrogen just slightly during the times where I get headaches. But it's always good to keep a journal, to keep a calendar of when you're not sleeping. If you're, in menopause and trying to track all of these things, when are you not sleeping? When are you getting headaches? When are you moody? Things like that. And also another tip is when you're trying bioidentical hormones, try one at a time. So if your doctor wants to put you on progesterone and estrogen and testosterone, maybe you do progesterone for a month and you see how you feel on just progesterone. Then you introduce the estrogen, and then you see how you feel on that. Then you introduce the testosterone, because if you have a bad reaction, maybe you aren't sleeping or you have, bad mood swings, you can tell which one it is. So I made the mistake of trying like all 3 at once, and then I wasn't sure what was causing my mood swings and no sleeping. So just a little tidbit there of something that I learned through that process. But I will say I'm glad I'm on bioidentical hormones. They have really helped me through menopause. I'm able to maintain my weight as well. You know, obviously, like I said, through eating is the most important thing, but exercising is going to help you look toned. It's also going to boost your serotonin and your dopamine and help you just be in a good mood and be happier. That's another thing that my bioidentical hormone doctor said, is that, listen, if I'm going to put you on these hormones, that's great, but I also want you to be eating healthy and exercising, because that also adds to your overall well-being and your overall health. So again, that was just my experience. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know what works for you, and if you're on bioidentical hormones, and if you are, if you like them. I always love hearing from you guys. I kind of want this to be a great video for women to refer to, and also look at the comments so that we can kind of all dive in and share our experience. But again, this is my experience. This is how I stay fit and healthy at age 49, or almost age 49. So I want to thank you guys for listening today. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't already, if you would please hit that little subscribe button. I do try and publish a brand new video every single week. I did just start a TikTok account as well, so please follow me over there. I'm at SoHeatherBlog on TikTok. You can find my website, soheather.com, and then on Instagram, I'm SoHeatherBlog. I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and until next time, I will see you soon. Bye-bye.